Are you still buying AI software stocks while the smart money quietly pivots to physical machines? Miss this rotation and your portfolio gets left behind holding overpriced cloud companies. Two specific companies control this trillion-dollar shift. The digital AI boom you watched unfold over the last 2 years was just the warm-up act. Generative models writing emails only touched the digital economy, representing a fraction of global GDP. The real wealth generation happens when artificial intelligence steps off the screen and into the physical world. Warehouses, manufacturing floors, and supply chains are actively being overhauled by systems that can see, reason, and manipulate objects in real time. Analysts project the physical AI market will drive trillions in value over the next decade. Yet retail investors are still pouring capital into crowded software platforms. The massive infrastructure build-out required for this transition is already underway, and the winners are not who you might expect. Finding the first dominant player requires looking at the actual metal. NVIDIA is no longer just selling chips to power chatbots. They are building the fundamental simulation engine for the physical world. Before a company deploys a $10 million robotic system, they have to train it. They do this inside NVIDIA Omniverse, a platform that creates digital twins of real environments where physical AI agents learn the laws of physics. Jensen Huang has explicitly stated that physical AI is the next wave of their growth. They provide the computing brain, the training ground, and the deployment architecture for autonomous machines. Every major robotics company relies on their hardware to function. You cannot bet on physical AI without owning the company selling the foundation. But having the brain is useless without the hands. That brings us to the execution layer, where a company called Symbotic is quietly rewiring American logistics. Symbotic avoids flashy humanoid robots for press releases. They build fully autonomous, high-density warehouse systems powered by AI that completely eliminate human sorting errors. Walmart realized this advantage early, taking a massive stake in the company and rolling out their systems across its regional distribution centers. This is not a pilot program. It is a live, multi-billion-dollar deployment happening right now. Symbotic uses advanced algorithms to route fleets of autonomous bots traversing massive structural grids, moving inventory at speeds impossible for human workers. Their massive backlog of orders proves the industrial sector is desperate for this exact solution. The financial mechanics behind these corporate contracts guarantee something entirely different. The combination of these two entities reveals the exact blueprint for the physical AI revolution. NVIDIA captures the foundational compute and simulation revenue, while Symbotic captures the massive enterprise capital expenditure directed at physical efficiency. When you allocate $5,000 into this sector, splitting it between the infrastructure provider and the premier execution company creates a highly insulated position. You avoid the volatility of consumer AI software startups that might be obsolete in 6 months. Instead, you are investing in the hard physical assets and logistical backbone that the largest corporations on Earth are forced to buy to remain competitive. The real moat in artificial intelligence requires heavy steel and silicon. Yet applying this strategy comes with one specific risk. Owning physical AI stocks requires patience because hardware deployment cycles move slower than software updates. Building a massive automated distribution center takes years, which means revenue recognition is delayed compared to a cloud subscription model. Investors must shift their timeline expectations from next quarter to next decade. If you panic during a broader market pullback and sell these positions, you surrender your stake in the automation of the global supply chain. The barrier to entry for competitors is astronomically high. You cannot easily replicate NVIDIA's software ecosystem or Symbotic's patent-protected warehouse grids. These are deeply entrenched monopolies forming in real time. Understanding this dynamic fundamentally changes how you assess artificial intelligence investments moving forward. But securing these gains requires ignoring the noise entirely. The coming months will flood your feed with speculative robotic startups promising the moon. Most of them will burn through venture capital and vanish. Your edge lies in ignoring the vaporware and tracking where the largest retailers and tech giants are actually sending their billion-dollar purchase orders. By anchoring your portfolio with NVIDIA's foundational compute and Symbotic's proven industrial deployment, you position your capital ahead of the mainstream adoption curve. Physical AI is not a trend you trade, it is a structural economic shift you own. The transition from human labor to autonomous systems in heavy industry has crossed the point of no return. You have the blueprint. The next move is yours. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the structural